Today's video is sponsored by Curated. Hey, Xander here with another video. Welcome back to the channel. You might have noticed that I haven't been pumping out as much content as I've been trying to lately. I did step away from YouTube just to give myself a couple weeks off. I was in the middle of transitioning to a new job the last month or two, and that did soak up a lot of my time and energy, and I needed to give myself a break. So I did take some time off from YouTube, gave myself a quick mental refresher. I'm back on the grind now, so you'll definitely be seeing more content coming on this channel. For those of you who stuck around, I appreciate your support. Thanks for sticking around up to this episode. And today is a special episode, guys. It's been about a little over 2 years now since I got into the sport of snowboarding. Major shout out to Magic Mike for getting the Go Bros and I addicted to snowboarding. Every season, I've pushed myself to greater heights, pun intended. So much so that it inspired me to even create my very own YouTube playlist, Chasing the Gnar. You might have been very well acquainted with this mini-series that I started on YouTube. A couple episodes in, we checked out Killington, Jackson Hole, Grand Targhee, to name a few, and I hope to expand that playlist in the next season. I'm very delighted to share this moment with my audience, and the day has finally come. Your boy won't have to worry about renting out a snowboard anytime soon. And I think that's for us. She is an absolute beauty. This is an absolutely beautiful board. This is the Never Summer Swift 2021 snowboard. This is actually one of many snowboards that were recommended to me when I used Curated. If you're interested in using that Curated service, I did provide a discount link in the description. I'll go over shortly what that entails. At the beginning of the season, I was looking at getting a snowboard, and it's something I've been thinking about for a minute. I wasn't sure if it would be worth it or not, but I used the website Curated, and I was paired up with a subject matter expert, or rather snowboard expert in this case. His name was Alexander, ironically enough, also Alexander. I worked with Alex throughout the season. He actually recommended me a number of different snowboards. One of them was the Never Summer Swift, along with the Never Summer Proto Synthesis, I believe. This was one of the boards recommended to me, and I wanted to get it in the beginning of the season, but I wasn't too sure because I'd never tried a Never Summer board, much less a POW board like this, but more on that in a second. Alex was incredibly awesome. He was wonderful to work with, super patient with me, and again, the guys over at Curated will talk to you about your preferences, your goals, what you're looking for, and not just in snowboarding, but in outdoors equipment in general. And they'll give you a number of recommendations and go from there, and they'll actually check off a bunch of things that you might send their way, and you work together and collaborate. So thanks to Alex for helping me narrow down my choice. Actually, funny enough, this was the last Never Summer Swift board, 157 centimeter, the size I wanted to begin with. It was the last one up in Colorado, and I was able to snag one during their blowout, or rather end of season sale event. Very blessed and fortunate to have able to have landed this last board in the size I wanted. Alex also put me down with these incredibly awesome bindings. They are the STR Union bindings for the new 2023 season. So I was able to snag these bad boys, brand new, pre-season deal. So thank you so much, Alex, for pairing me up with these awesome bindings with this board. And I was able to get an awesome discount with Alex too. Alex did also put me down with this dope Dakine bag for the snowboard. Check it out. Love the color, love the theme we're going with here. Again, if you're interested in grabbing a snowboard or skis or anything outdoor related and you want to talk to an expert, I suggest Alex. Go ahead and use the link in my description. That'll take you over to Curated, and you'll get an extra 10% off whatever orders you place today using that link. So go ahead and take advantage. Now that the sponsor part of that video is out of the way, let's talk about why I went with the Never Summer Swift. I was able to try Never Summer for the first time this past season up in Grand Targhee and Jackson Hole, and that board blew my mind. Incredible board. And that thing handled like a sports car. The durability, even flexibility on the board, top class product. I was blown away by it. So I knew for sure I had to go for Never Summer. I was blown away by the quality of the board. Love that they're an American-based Colorado business. Heard great things about their customer service. A couple of my boys actually told me I needed to go for Never Summer, and they actually own Never Summer boards and they love it. Never heard a complaint from them. So I revisited the list of recommended boards. Then I had to decide what would I really need the board for, and what am I looking for? What kind of rider am I? And to be honest, I haven't really tried any park stuff yet, and it doesn't really interest me as of yet. I would love to try park snowboarding eventually, maybe this season, but I found that I gravitate toward more an all-mountain riding experience. I love groomers, I love going off-piste, going backcountry and bull runs, something I want to do more of this next season. So I knew I needed a board that could handle any all-mountain condition I threw at it, including powder days. Most boards cannot handle a powder day. You need a specific powder board for those kind of days. And that the Swift board, it is a powder board. And that's the funny thing. Never Summer developed this board to be a powder board. It is a powder first board, but it can handle anything you throw at it, especially from what I've been told and what I've been reading and studying about this board. I'm super excited to hit the mountains this year with this thing and see what kind of conditions it can handle. Everyone tells me it can handle anything and everything you throw at it in the mountain, which excites me, and that's the kind of board I need, to be honest. I'm not going to get too technical about this board. The quality is just fantastic. It is like any other Never Summer board that they offer, just absolute world-class quality. You do have a bit of a sturdy camber towards the tail of the board. You have a pretty good bit of camber back here, and then you do have some camber as well at the top of the board here. A little bit less than the back, and you do offer a little bit more of that transition here to the nose, which helps out with the powder. The dampness of this board is pretty solid. Never Summer has told me that this is one of their higher damp profile boards, which will offer a more smooth riding experience, and you're not going to feel any of that jitteriness along the mountain as you ride this bad boy. And I did feel that with the Proto that I did try out. That thing was smooth as hell. I went through icing conditions up in Jackson Hole and some powdery conditions in Targhee, and the Proto handled it like a champ, which makes me super excited about this board, and I'm sure this board is going to just absolutely rip this season. Alex did also put me down with the new 2023 Union STR bindings, and they do offer some form of comfortability and mid-stiff flexibility here. Top-notch quality from what I see, but I can't really give you a comprehensive review about it until I've actually used it on the mountain. So probably we'll have a video on reviewing these bindings and the board itself as we get through the season this year. That's pretty much going to wrap up this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm super happy that I finally got a board and I was able to share this moment with you guys. Again, take advantage of that discount link that I have in the description. And if you want to cop anything else that I use myself, I provided Amazon affiliate links for your pleasure as well if you want to grab anything from the store. That's going to wrap up today's video, guys. Thanks for stopping by and joining me on today's video. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing, and I can't wait to try out this baby this year when we go snowboarding again. Catch y'all on the wild side. Peace!